you have been dreaming of relocating to either UK or Canada and these countries have been giving you a headache, not to worry. There's another country in the heart of Europe where you can get a work visa, you can relocate with your family, and you can even live there permanently. Now, on this video, I'm going to be discussing the 4-year work visa. We're going to be discussing how to apply for this 4-year work visa, and we're going to be discussing the jobs that actually qualify for this pathway. So don't click away because this video is fully packed. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I do appreciate the loyalty. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you for stopping by. My name is Zuri, and on this channel we discuss travel tips, immigration tips, as well as foreign opportunities. So if this is something that you think you would be interested in, why not smash the subscribe button? And if you're feeling generous, please share this video with 1 or 2 friends that you think would be interested in the kind of content that I share. Now let's go ahead. I have my laptop here as usual, and today we're just going to be talking about this particular country and this visa pathway. Now, one thing I need you to understand is that this country is an English-speaking country, because I know some of you are already asking, oh, what language do I have to learn now in order to relocate? No. This country is an English-speaking country. I'm really excited because I want you to take advantage of this country in Europe. Now, some people are asking, what country exactly is this? Is this a country we've never heard of? You probably have heard of it before, and I want you to guess what country it is. Now, if you know what country it is, I want you to drop it in the comment section, okay? Drop it in the comment section and let me know if you know what country it is. I'm waiting for you. Drop it in the comment section and let me see, okay? I've already given you a clue. It's an English-speaking country, and it has some of the fastest growing tech and healthcare sectors right now. If you guessed Ireland, then you are correct. Now, let's go ahead to talk about the country itself. Why Ireland? Because some people will be wondering what exactly is so unique about Ireland. Firstly, Ireland is an English-speaking country. Secondly, it has a booming shortage of workers in the tech, healthcare, engineering, and finance economy. And that is a good thing for you because it means that you can actually plug into this. Quality of life is amazing, it's safe, it has friendly people, and it has a very multicultural society. Salaries are competitive, okay? And so if you plan your budget well, you can actually live well in Ireland. And most importantly, you can bring your spouse and kids. I know that this is something that a lot of people have been waiting for. After just 21 months, you can actually apply for permanent residency. Compare that with Canada, where you have to wait 1 or 2 years before applying for a permanent residency, or even the UK, where family visas keep getting tougher and tougher. Now, this 4-year visa is officially called the Critical Skills Employment Permit. It's a work permit that's particularly given to those people in high demand jobs, okay? And when I say high demand jobs, I mean jobs that are in high demand, okay, in Ireland. Now let's go ahead to talk about how it works, okay? Initially, when you apply for the first time, you get a job offer for just 2 years or more. Now, if your role is in the critical skills of occupation list, you need to be earning at least 38,000 euros a year. And if your role is not on the list, you need a salary of about 68,000 euros per year in order to qualify, okay? So this is very important when looking out for a job. This permit is actually initially for 2 years, but you can always renew it. But after 21 months, you can apply for a stamp 4, which allows you to stay without needing a permit, okay? How amazing is that? Let's go to the next point, okay? Somebody would be asking, okay, now that you've mentioned that, what are the jobs that qualify? Now, I created a video talking about the in-demand jobs in Ireland. I'm going to link it in the comment section. I'm just going to talk about 3 major examples of the critical skills list, okay? The first one I have down here is ICT professionals. Now, these are software engineers, these are data analysts, these are cybersecurity experts, okay? ICT experts, ICT professionals are highly needed in Ireland, okay? So if you're an ICT professional, then you have a chance of moving to Ireland. Let's go ahead to the next one, health professionals. And I'm talking about nurses, radiographers, medical scientists, and so on and so forth. Okay, so if you are a health professional, it means that you are highly needed in Ireland and you should definitely apply for this pathway. The next one I have here is engineers. And when I say engineers, I'm talking about all engineers: civil engineers, mechanical engineers, I'm talking about electrical engineers, I'm even talking about production engineers. Okay, so if you fall under this particular group of people, then you have a really high chance of getting this visa in Ireland. Now, others are certain business roles in finance, in actuary, and so on and so forth. I'm going to link that video in the description, so you go check if your job is actually listed under the critical skills occupations or under the high demand jobs. Okay, the jobs that are in high demand. How to start applying? Oh my goodness. Okay, Zuri, this sounds good, but how do we get started? I'm here to give you the tea on all of that. Okay, now the step one is to update your CV to match Irish standards. Now I have a video on that I'm going to list in the description as well, but if you also want to discuss with me concerning this, my link is in the description below. My email address is also in the description below. Send me a message if you want me to maybe go through your CV with you. The next one is to go to job boards like maybe Indeed, irishjobs.ie, LinkedIn. I'm going to be doing a screen sharing tutorial. I think that I should do that one on a live session, so that maybe I can allow you to ask your questions while we're applying for those jobs. Okay, what I want to do is go live and do those applications for you to see. I think that's the best thing to do, so that we can have an interactive session. That's the one and only time that I have interactive sessions with you online. Okay, so please, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. If you haven't hit the notification bell, please hit the notification bell so you know when I come on live. Okay, because I really want you to be there when we're applying for these jobs. Okay, so you need to go to these job boards and check for roles that say critical skills eligible. Don't just select any role. There are some roles that say critical skills eligible. There are some roles that say work permit sponsored. Okay, so if you're doing this yourself, please check for those jobs that say critical skills eligible or work permit sponsored, because right now we're looking for sponsorship jobs. Okay, so if you see work permit sponsorship, you know that that is the job you're looking for. Now, another tip is to apply for multiple jobs. Don't just apply for 1 to 5 jobs and go to sleep. Okay, you need to apply. I have a friend that currently, she told me that she has applied for up to 35 jobs and still counting. That is somebody who is very serious. I'm not saying you should do 35 or 100, but apply for multiple jobs. Okay, try your best to apply for as many jobs as possible. Another thing is you should be ready for interviews. Have an email address. For me, whenever I speak to people who ask me for advice, I tell them, create an email address specifically for this. When you create an email address specifically for this, whatever email you get on that email address is for these job offers. You're sure that this email is for these job offers. So make sure you do that. It's advisable. I'm not forcing you, but then I advise that you do that, because that way you're able to keep track of whenever an employer tells you to come for your interview. Now, the next tip I wrote here is that you should always prepare yourself for interviews. Once you get an offer, the employer then applies for your work permit on your behalf. That's why I said you should look out for work permit sponsorship jobs. The employer would apply for your permit for you, and after you get your permit, you apply for your visa and then you travel. Isn't that exciting? Yes, it sounds very easy, but you have to prepare for your interview, because that's the major hurdle. I put down a few tips that you should keep in mind. The first one here is, don't just wait for recruiters to call you. You need to be proactive. Okay, and what I mean by this is you could send emails to the company. If you see some open job offers, you could send emails to the company. You could reach out to recruiters. You could find out. I remember there was a time I was trying to get a job with a particular organization, right? And I had sent my proposal, I had applied and everything, and then nobody was responding to me. Guess what I did? I went on LinkedIn. I looked out for those people who I know are decision makers in terms of recruitment in that organization, and I sent emails to them asking them a couple questions like, okay, what would you prefer? What would you, what are you looking for? Blah, 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 blah. I just sent a couple questions to them. I tried to get to know them. I checked the things that they were interested in. Long story short, I actually got that contract I was applying for. So what I mean by this is, if you can, reach out to the recruiters, okay? Check this company online, check this company on LinkedIn or something, reach out to the recruiters, okay? The second tip I have down here is that you need to learn about the cost of living. Dublin might be expensive, but Cork, Limerick might not be expensive. Galway might be cheaper, right? So you need to figure out, where exactly do I want to live and what is the cost of living. Plan where you want to stay already, okay? Check the cost of living, plan where you want to stay. I know that a lot of us would just apply to any city at all. Anyone goes, anyone that calls me goes. But you also have to plan your finances ahead of time. The last tip I wrote down here, which is a bit funny, is that you should prepare for culture shock, okay? Ireland is cold and it's very rainy, okay? There are a lot of places in Nigeria that are rainy, but compared to Nigeria, Ireland is quite rainy and also quiet compared to Nigeria, okay? You know what I'm talking about. I don't have to I don't have to massage it in. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so prepare for the culture shock. That is all I have for you for this video. If you have tried Canada and the UK and they're not working out, Ireland is your best bet. If you like what you've heard in this video, please smash the like button, and thank you so much for staying till the end of this video. Please subscribe and turn on your notification bell, because I'll be coming live once in a while to do the things that I promised, to apply for these jobs, to show you what these jobs are about and all that, okay? And also to answer your questions, to receive questions from you and respond to them. So please and please hit the notification bell, okay? Thank you very much for staying to the end of this video, and please share my content to your friends who are interested in relocating abroad and who are interested in foreign opportunities. Till I see you in another video, stay safe and keep traveling.